Hello, my darlings. Welcome back to Miss Abled Cooking. Today we're making a basic potato salad, and it's really delicious, one that I love. I'm starting off with 6 red potatoes and 6 just regular eggs. We're gonna boil those eggs, and I do it Alton Brown's method, where I put the eggs into an electric kettle. Just very gently place them in there. Make sure it's one layer. Don't stack them up on top of each other, and just set it on the base. Turn it on. My electric kettle automatically turns off when it's at a boil. When that happens, I set a timer for 10 minutes and then evacuate the eggs with a spoon and peel them, dice them up, and put them in the mixture. And then the potatoes, I'm cutting out any visible impurities. So I pointed out a couple of the eyes that are very prominent. You want to cut those off. And then when we cut this open, I'm just cutting it in half lengthwise, like a hot dog, if you will. I see some black spots on the inner part that I'm cutting out as well. We just want to get those parts out because you don't necessarily want to eat them. And then the lengthwise cut is the only cut I'm doing. Putting them in the water. I'm going to salt that water really well because that's the only seasoning and it helps penetrate the seasoning into the potatoes. And then going to let those boil until they're fork tender. That's when you can stab a fork in it and it just goes straight down. The reason why I'm explaining what to do with those now is because for some reason, somehow I lost the footage of myself doing that later on. And so it's actually I'm going to get you to the part where I make the sauce, and then I'm going to have to explain. So firstly, we are going to need 2 tablespoons pickle juice, half a cup of mayonnaise, 1/4 teaspoon mustard, and then 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder, not onion salt, and garlic powder. Again, not garlic salt. That will make it super spicy, or super salty. 1/4 teaspoon of paprika. You can do sweet or smoked. Salt and pepper, of course. And then we're going to mix that all together. Once again, after all of this, well, here's San saying hello. She likes to watch me cook. And I kind of gave up on trying to keep her off the table at this point. Where she lays is normally where their food is. And so she gets very upset with me that her food is not where it should be. So she sits here and watches me make my food. I'm going to take out, generally you want about 2 medium to big pickles. Since I only have little baby dills because I love to eat them, I took them out, and then I'm going to chop those up and put them in the sauce as well. I'm checking on the potatoes, making sure that they're going, and then adding all the things. As I started to say earlier, I got distracted by San. I lost that footage of me peeling the eggs and taking out the potatoes and cutting them up and everything. So while I'm adding all of the ingredients to the sauce, the easiest way I've found for peeling eggs is what I do is I take them out of that hot water and put them in a cold water bath with some ice in it. Let them sit until they're cool enough to handle, and then peel them using the water bath because the water will get under the shell and it helps a lot. However, whatever way that you have found to peel eggs, it works best for you. Do what works best. And I actually have one of those kind of guillotine egg slicers where you put the egg in there, chunk it down, and it just gives you these nice perfect slices. I tasted the sauce to see if we were good and then added salt and pepper afterwards. Make sure to taste just to make sure that it isn't too salty or it's salty enough. I'm using the back of the fork that I'm going to use to stab the potatoes. And then I'm cutting you can cut, if you have bigger pickles, cut them into fourths, but since these ones are so small, just cut them in half. San's trying to lick the mustard. And so just chopping those up. And then the potatoes, when I get them out, I'm going to do the same thing, putting them in an ice water bath till they're cooled. And then I'm going to cut them half and cut them into chunks. I'm so sorry I lost that footage, you all. It frustrates me. I got a new camera and I'm still learning everything about it, so. And then I didn't use all of the potatoes. It's entirely up to you, like I said, how big of a salad you want to make. If you're gonna make bigger salads, then you need to increase the amount of sauce you make. But that's just, you eyeball it. I eyeball it. Once I mix in the potatoes and everything, if I need more sauce, I'll make more on the side. But this is essentially a potato salad. Once the potatoes and the eggs are cooled and sliced and put into the salad, you mix it all together softly, and that's it. I want to say thank you guys so much for all of your support and for watching. I hope that you are enjoying this as much as I am. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to support me, my link to the Patreon is down below. It's a monthly subscription sort of thing. Again, thank you so much, and as always, love you.